All right, ladies and gentlemen, like we promised, we are here with Mr. Jalal-ud-Din Sahab. If you are not into the cricketing world, let me give a quick introduction. He is a former Pakistani cricket player and also currently living in Houston and training a lot of students in cricket. Yeah. And one other thing, before we get started, I would like to add here is he is first ever ODI hat-trick against Australia in 1982 in Hyderabad. So yeah, of course, and he's a right arm fast bowler. So let's get this started. So Jalaluddin Saab, how are you feeling today?
I'm good, and I have my interview, so I'm very happy
Awesome,
to
awesome.
give some
Thank you so much.
information about the cricket.
All right. So before we get started, I want to give you some quick heads up about the questions that I'm gonna ask. We might end up in a little controversy, but that's absolutely fine. It depends on how you answer. So are you ready to get this interview
Yeah,
started?
sure, why not?
Absolutely. Let's get this started. So, first question, because we are in the aura of T20 World Cup, I think my first question to you would be who, according to you, are the two teams that you see would be playing in the finals?
Yeah, this is a very good question and difficult as well, because you know that the T20 cricket is the cricket which any team can win. But by I go by book, I mean that I just see the head to head. So I would like to say that one is the Australia
Okay.
and one is the India. They play the final,
Awesome.
in my opinion.
Awesome.
But outside chance is the West Indies. I will prefer the outside chance.
Okay.
So because they are playing in their own country and they have a good chance to, they have a good team now, so they can be a part of this final. But initially, I'll say Australia versus India.
All right, so that's the answer that we have for the two finalists, Australia versus India. The third probability chance is for the West Indies, but however, I got my answer, that is India. So I'm very happy about that part for sure. Okay.
I'm not saying India because you are happy. I'm saying on my opinion about the watching by the players, and they are playing and they have a good team, good balance, combination, everything is theirs.
Absolutely.
But still, it is T20 cricket. Any team can beat anybody on that particular day.
Absolutely. All right. So my next question, because we spoke a little offline, off camera about the infrastructure part in the United States. So what is your opinion in terms of this New York Stadium being built just for a few matches and then dismantling? So what is your opinion? I think we should have more infrastructure coming to the States, having more grounds, having more cricket fields, having more practice areas. So what's your opinion on the infrastructure part?
We are we say badly lacking of the infrastructure. We need infrastructure, and they are building slowly. Privately, they are building. Like we have a Musa Cricket Stadium, and they contact when they are planning to organize the World Cup here, but they cannot negotiate with them. So we need a proper cricket infrastructure at the grassroots level, because different levels. Basically, we need a grassroots level, then we have a club level, then we have a national level, and then international level. They build that stadium because they need that at the moment. They invest 35 million on that particular stadium, and now this is going to be dismantled.
Yes.
But they have no other option. But if you see that they invest 35 millions, I don't think how many they earn from that.
Exactly.
I don't have an account, but
Right.
many times you can multiply
Right.
5 times or 6 times with that 35,000 or 35 millions. So they definitely invest money, but they got money because there was a match between India and Pakistan. They're full, and in other matches they're a good crowd, and eyeballs are there, so they get a good money from the
Awesome.
TV rights as well. So
Absolutely.
we need badly the infrastructure, and just I told in my presentation that in this game is going to be in Olympics 2028. Then the government funding comes, and they will make a infrastructure in school, the basic infrastructure grassroots. Then they have to, the USA cricket have to don't worry for that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So I think my next question, this is also something that we have discussed offline because you had one of the slide presenting about Saurabh Netwalkar. So what did you expect USA to perform what it actually performed? What was your initial thought when they actually started off, and what's your current thought? Did it change your thought from the beginning to right now?
When they come to the tournament, because they are not qualified, but because of the hosting country, they got the rights. Nobody expecting that they will perform like that. But before the tournaments, they won the series against Bangladesh 2-0, they bilateral, and before that they won the series against Canada. So they have generated momentum there. Even then, nobody is expecting they beat the Pakistan and they will qualify for the Super 8. But now, as you said, what you think? Now is a different story because they
Correct.
have a very good team environment, which is helped to win the matches, and everybody is giving more than 100%.
Right.
That is another factor for the team win. So they are now at this stage, Super 8, they can do anything. So, but before the tournament, we are not expecting they will perform like that. So, best of luck for them. And at this stage, is a T20 game, and they are playing more than any team in terms of their motivation, their courage, and their giving the 100%. So they are in a very good position to win any team, beat any team.
Awesome, absolutely. I think we have nothing but the best wishes to the USA team, and we hope you keep doing better and keep improving cricket in the United States. Absolutely. So this is, I think, the most awaited question that I wanted to ask you. What are two or three improvements or suggestions that you have for Pakistani team as based on the game that they played in the T20? What two top suggestions that you would have for them?
Yeah, I have a many suggestions, but as you asked only the about the T20 cricket. So at the moment, if you see the top teams like Australia, New Zealand, though the New Zealand is also out, but still they are the good team. We are lacking the skill need in T20 cricket and risk-taking ability.
Okay.
And finally, if I'll say their decision making is not prompt, they are going with by book. But in T20 cricket, you have to take quick decision and you have to change some decision which you are already thinking. So
Strategy,
on the
basically.
spot, decision making is poor. That's lead to the leader. I mean, that's take to the leader who take not doing the good thing on the ground,
Okay.
and we need uh, 100% effort, and risk-taking ability is not there,
Okay.
especially in the first 6 overs. So they have to improve this area, but otherwise, in my opinion, Pakistan need to work on the grassroots cricket because we have a raw talent as good as anybody in
Absolutely.
any country.
Absolutely.
But we are lacking the development of the modern days cricket.
Correct.
And some need to improve the domestic structure. We have talent, but we are not developing. So that finally they come to the international level, they have a lot of flaws.
Okay.
So we need a development at a grassroots level. We can again develop top class player in the international level. But currently they need to improve their prompt decision making, and they have to develop a skill for the T20 cricket, which is risk-taking ability, and finally deliver their whatever they have, deliver and give 100%. So
All
they
right.
can win. Still, they can win.
All right. So one question is, what is your favorite format of cricket, and did it change from when you were playing and to right now? So maybe your favorite part was Test then, and now you like T20. So what's your favorite part of format of cricket?
Listen, that the the best cricket is the Test cricket. If you
Okay.
want to see the cricket,
Okay.
where you see the skills, where you see the change of game, there is a chance to come back. Everything happen in Test match. So mostly the best team win the Test match.
Correct.
Remember my word. Mostly the team are the best. They win the Test match.
Okay.
But now I'm come to the T20 cricket. is a need of the time. You can't avoid this T20 cricket.
Right.
So this provide you the money, this provide you the entertainment and exposure. So you have to follow the what is coming in the future.
Right.
And what development is coming, you have to follow that, or you have to accept that, or you have to adopt that. So in my point of view, the best cricket, if you want to see the cricket, that is Test cricket, and T20 cricket is entertainment, money, and lot of other things related to it. So
More
it
of a
cannot, it's
commercial
not
side.
going to go anywhere.
Right.
It will increase, and we have to adopt that.
Makes sense.
But who is a good Test player, in my opinion, he can be a good T20 player. He has ability to adopt quickly.
Right.
So who's the best in Test cricket? He can play any format.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, sir. One last point, if you can tell our audience to follow Austin Desi podcast, that would be appreciative of you.
So I just have an interview, Austin Desi podcast. So follow this, and you see the more interesting stories